Breaking news of shockingly Jaron Ennis turning down the Teofimo Lopez fight for the second time. Teofimo Lopez said, quote, "Boxing update. Jaron Ennis has declined the fight against Akhi for his WBA and IBF Ring Magazine championship titles at the welterweight division, aka 147. His Excellency Turki is upset with this as Eddie Hearn agreed to the fight for later this year." End of the quote. Now, I do know that Teo is the man that cried wolf. He done ducked and lied so many times, who's gonna believe him? But shockingly, I believe Teo, since Jaron Ennis already rejected the fight before. Plus, Eddie Hearn, Jaron Ennis promoter, he came out stating that Jaron Ennis is not really that interested in the Teofimo Lopez fight. He's concerned about underperforming, which that speaks volume after the fact Jaron Ennis turned down the Teofimo Lopez fight. Man, I'm telling you, that's disappointing because Jaron Ennis keeps talking about he's chasing legacy, this, that, and the third. Well, ironically, Teofimo Lopez fight is the biggest legacy and money fight for Jaron Ennis at the moment in time, since he doesn't have other opposition. I know Jaron Ennis wants to unify, but the other champions don't want to fight him. Even then, let's be real. Every single belt at the welterweight division, no one beat a champion for it. All of the champions at 147 won their title through email. That's what they said about Devin Haney. So it ain't that big of a deal to unify against another email champion, since no one beat the original champion Crawford for them. What's more impressive than unifying at 147 is to fight the champion Teofimo Lopez, who is a real champion. Hate him or love him, he beat the likes of Lomachenko. That alone qualifies him to be Jaron Ennis' most interesting fight. A lot of people was clowning Timothy Bradley for stating that he believes this is a 50-50 fight. And I told you guys, I believe the same thing. However, a lot of the fans disagreed. Well, after Jaron Ennis turned down the Teofimo Lopez fight, this clearly indicates that Jaron Ennis is not that confident that he can beat Teofimo Lopez. And for sure, he doesn't want to underperform, according to Eddie Hearn. But more importantly, according to Jaron Ennis' actions, he agreed and co-signed Timothy Bradley's opinion on the Teofimo Lopez fight. I mean, remember Errol Spence beating Mikey Garcia? Yeah, the fans discredit Errol Spence beating Mikey, but that was a huge fight, and that boosted Errol Spence's career and resume, which is exactly what Jaron Ennis wants to do. Who doesn't? Unless the fighter truly believes there's a huge risk of him losing or looking bad, aka looking exposed, which means Jaron Ennis is eyeing the 154-pound division. Now, if Jaron Ennis finds a better opponent than Teofimo Lopez, then that's okay. However, if he fights someone not as good as Teo or has the same name recognition, then that's a bad look. To let Teo say all that about the culture and not beat it out of him for saying it. That being said, the 154-pound IBF champion is Bekram. If Jaron Ennis moves up to fight him, then I could care less about Jaron Ennis fighting Teofimo Lopez. However, if he doesn't, again, that's a terrible look for Jaron Ennis. That being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Hey, Bruce Ennis better leave Teofimo Lopez alone. He better leave him alone. I'm telling y'all. Yes, leave that boy alone. He a real one. I know what all that racist rant and stuff like that. Hey, that's one thing. When I'm talking about boxing, That's what I'm talking about. And I'm here to tell y'all, he got what it takes to beat Boots Ennis. Man, the two most athletic fighters in the game. Damn, if they was to go head to head. Woo-wee. Yeah, Boots got all the attributes. He got the height, he got the long arms. But you know who got the better timing? That's Teofimo Lopez. You know who's athletic? Who was the last athletic guy that Boots fought? Karen? Karen was the last one? Yeah. And don't think that Boots gonna be able to out punch him. Don't think that. No, he not. Cause you go back, you watch that Claggett fight. That boy Teofimo Lopez, he got some lungs too. When he full-fledged and hungry, he got lungs too. He threw almost 1,000 punches in that fight. Yeah, Boots, I see you. Your numbers is quite high. You around 600, 500, 600, close to 700 sometimes. But guess who can match that output? Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, Boots. All them little lapses you be having, you ain't gonna be able to have them lapses with Teofimo Lopez. Oh no. That dude is on his game. When he right, when his mind right, it's hard to beat that dude. Explosive, smart. He got a high IQ as well as you do. So look, hey, I'm letting y'all know. Eddie Hearns, if you listening, I'm telling you, if you don't want your guy to get beat, stay away from Teofimo Lopez. You want to give him a couple more fights before you fight that guy? I know Teo is moving up to 47. I get that. Yeah, y'all gonna say the power and all that. Oh, I get all of that. But like I told y'all,